This day 1696, the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. They will be a question Mishpat. It's in Reis Samach Daled, Sif Aleph to Ches. Some of that. Avidaso Kodemes L'chol Adam V'Avidas Avi V'Rabo. Your loss comes before the loss of any other individual and the loss of your Rebbe or your father or your Rebbe. Al Mishnah of the low Aveda, somebody who has lost an object. We'll talk about Vidasa Chaver, he meets up with his own lost object and the lost object of his friend. If he can give back both of them, he has to give back both of them. If not, he has to give back his own. His loss takes precedence of Aviv Rabbu even over his father or his Rebbe's loss. As we learn, it should be naught. That there should not be any impoverished person among you. Kilo Omer, as if it's saying, Izoher, be careful. Safeguard your own condition, so you shouldn't come to impoverishment. Even your friend wants to pay you for saving his own object. As long as you save your friend's object. Your friend can't save his own object on his own. Never, it's not required according to the letter of the law. He says you can say, I want my own stuff. Nevertheless, the person should go beyond the letter of the law. Below that they cannot be meticulous. In the same mind takes precedence. Unless it's clear it's going to suffer a significant loss. Therefore, even though any person can find an excuse to say that he is not required to give it back, but Taina with an assertion. The that he's going to have a suffer loss in his activities. Because it's not specifically that his lost object comes first. It means any loss which is going to incur through this partner of Shabbat is exactly back. A person can exempt himself from doing any favor for his friend. Tainazu with this claim, this assertion, that his comes first. Adam can't push not do this. Chazal say Adam Medakne, the Adam Medakne something is meticulous in this manner. If he removes from himself the yoke, YOKE, of doing loving kindness, but selfish eventually is going to require he's going to be impoverished anyway. It's going to require people to support him. And they expound on this verse. There should not be impoverished person among you. That somebody who does fulfill this law with its dispensation, even though it's according to the letter of the law, it's just going to come in anyway. It's going to become impoverished. If your friends lost object is ready to be restored, but if does your lost object is not present at the moment, you say, I'll go and look for it, maybe I'll find it. Fascinating halacha says that case, since your friend's lost object is in front of you, you have to give back first before you go look for your own. Any favors which person can do for his friend, you're required to do it according to strict law of law if you can do it and it's in front of you at the time. Wow. Base Pagel Avidas Aviv Avidas Rabbo came across the lost item of your father and the lost item of your Rebbe. Im Aviv Shakal B'Chacham Rabbo, if his father is of the same level of wisdom as his Rebbe, Avidas Aviv Kodenes, the loss of his father takes precedence. If Rabbo Muvak, even the Rebbe we're discussing is his primary Rebbe. Vim Lav, and if not, Shal Rabbo Kodenes to have his Rebbe, because first thing Rabbo Muvak, if it's his primary Rebbe, Shalaman Rov Chachmas HaTorah Menu, but she learned most of the wisdom of Torah. Shavim Mevila De'olam Haseh, his father brings into life in this world, Rabbo and his Rebbe brings the life of the world to come. That's if the Rebbe learned with the son for free. If the father paid the Rebbe to learn with him, his father takes precedence. And And this is very big, even bigger Kiddush. If somebody else paid for your tuition for your Rebbe, also Adam that person takes precedence of your Rebbe in lost object. That's a shach. His father takes precedence Rebbe. I feel nice that even the person giving the tuition is not his father. The king since his Rebbe is not teaching him for free, but his advantage over the father is wiped out. That's the shach. Base. It comes out even the tuition paid to the, I assume even though the tuition is paid to the school, it's the same like being paid to the Rebbe. If you forsook your own lost object and gave back your friend's lost object, you only get the appropriate compensation. Kate said, how so? Shut up, if the river swept away your donkey and your friend's donkey, yours is worth 100. Your friends were 200. You forsook your own, and you saved your friends. You only get the appropriate compensation. Like somebody else would take for this toil. Even though you have to give back a lost object for free. As we shall see. In these Barasham, it says there, if you're involved in your own commercial activity, you don't have to suffer a loss in order to get back somebody else's lost object. They said, here you're losing your donkey by stealing your friend's donkey. You're going to ask, can you take all the value of your donkey? So if the owner of the lost object is not here, he has to pay him for his donkey completely. Two rights. That which he says that we don't give him the appropriate compensation. That's when the owner is here. You should have made an agreement with him how much he's going to pay you for his donkey. Since you didn't make such condition, you didn't make a stipulation. You caused yourself a loss. You only pay therefore for the amount of effort which went in, like somebody else would be paid. Also, Zono could say, Ilu Amartli came. To tell me to have to pay you $400. It would have hired somebody else to save it. So therefore, Taka, if the owner of the donkey said to the owner they're both owners' donkeys. If Reuven said to Shimon, I'll save your donkey, but you give me the value of my donkey. And Shimon conceded at this point. Then Shimon has to give Reuven the value of his donkey. If he didn't want it, he should have said, we're not going to give you that much. Since they were silent, obviously he acquiesced. She saw the three people, we stipulated this in front of them. Reuven gets all the value of his donkey. Even if the owner was there, and he made a condition with the three people there, if the owner wasn't agreed, if Shimon didn't agree, should have protested. Some say the owner is there. Lo mahani tonight. Then the condition doesn't work, the stipulation doesn't can work, rocking by unless he made it with the owner himself. And then with the condition work, stipulation works in front of three people. That's when the owner is not there. I always said, we said when the owner is not there, no stipulation at all. That's there are three people present. Three people there who are suitable to constitute a basin, and you can't collect without a stipulation. All these are rabbinic enactments. This is when the owner could save with great difficulty. They can't say, and the owner, then the Reuven who's saving the donkey could take the whole donkey for himself. He was getting it from Hefker, since the original owner had to give up hope. It's like somebody saying from a lion, or from a bear, or from a tidal wave. Or whirlpool. Also, this is only true if where he would not have saved it. Then it would have been a clear damage. But it's near clear damage. Then Shimon doesn't pay Reuven at all. It's like somebody who it's this word? Not the exact word. Sets a lion to flight that it shouldn't attack his friend's property. Says the Toysma Wakama. But of course, if the owner's there and he's stipulated he's going to pay for it, he has to pay regardless of whether there was clear cut damage about to occur or not. Hey, when you stipulate with the owner or the basin, that he has to pay all of your loss. He'll say, even then, if then, even though the donkey of Reuven, the savior, came up on its own, because he was still acquired that which he stipulated, that he should pay for his donkey. From the time he went out to save his friend's donkey, he gave up hope on his own donkey. At night, then the friend, Shimon, became Chayat Reuven according to stipulation. That was Reuven's donkey came up, from Shamayim, that special mercy on him. It's like you found the second donkey. Because Rabbeinu writes, yeah, but still, the donkey of Reuben which came up by surprise is hefker. Somebody else could acquire it. Because the time he stipulated, Reuben stipulated with Shimon, he gave up on his own. Therefore, somebody else came and acquired Reuben's donkey. He is Zoichet. Of Yesh Lokim Bezet, and there are those who argue. That which he said in that Yush not similar hefker, but Yush, if he saw the owner saw it after Yush before somebody else acquired it, then he acquires it back. So we can make a parallel here. If somebody else saw it before the original owner saw it, Zacha, the other person gets it. If not, Lo Zacha, they said that then reverts to Reuven. Can't possibly do it. The pass in that way. Vav. He was stipulated with the owner of and he said, I'll save yours, but you pay for mine. If you're allowed to, he went down. He made the effort, but Lloyd they weren't successful. You don't get full value of donkey, then you get what you should get according to your effort. Canada said we come on, we assume that was the intent. Tonight, that if he makes the effort and is not saved, he doesn't get according to full stipulation. But he'll get a compensation for the effort. If he speculated whether I saved it or not, you pay for my donkey. No kaim. Of course, the stipulation is effective. Should also be specified. If I'm not going to save it, you don't give me anything. No kaim. That's also a valid condition. But he said generically, I was going to save yours, and you're going to be the value of mine. And this is how we can interpret this. Is what he means. So I'll make the effort to save it. Low or rabel, so you can't guarantee I'm going to save it. If he said according to this, it would seem, perhaps, I guess, you have to pay the value of his donkey. But you can explain it also that only if I save it. And maybe if I don't save it, you won't give me anything. So could go either way. The Chazal say, okay, we got to interpret this. We reckon that their intent, both of them, is Kabbalah, who al-Tzal Mamish, that al-Tzal Mamish will be full payment. Meaning, he won't actually save it. Yishai about your chassul, who paid for his effort. It says this, in the brackets, it says this works out well, something above a count of design. If you man or Messi Abasha be saved from the river, died on the ground. Or Shabbat Kunashabali, they bought him, or he saved him, then it got lost again before the owner got it. Shem Chamor, if now he got to give him full value of his donkey. Shemes give full value of his donkey, he did what he was supposed to do. It says, brackets, that's from the Shema Minah, there in Baba Kama Kuf Design. Zayin, Vim Lloyd Noim Abalim, didn't stipulate with the owner, Yard, Matzol, that's it, Lloyd Seal. Went on your own, found your own to save it, he didn't save it, and don't have anything. Came show the Mimma, didn't do him any good. Flonai this, I feel it's Tilu Mace, or never come Shabali de Bailim. Even if he saved it and it died or it got lost before it came down to the owner, and also include the owner doesn't give him anything. There ain't no chaylo and toiva shasalo. He's only obligated to count to the favor. Came shalakilo toiva since he didn't get the favor. Ain't no sin l'kum doesn't give him anything. He says the brackets near Ali. That's his own svara. It's a bit of a chiddush. But it makes sense. So do any favor if somebody does without his friend's request. Even though he put an effort and lost thereby, since the benefit did not come to his friend, he doesn't give you anything. This benefit, I said favor before. Benefit is a better translation for obvious reasons. Because the friend got the benefit by his activity. If you have royal shine about you have to pay according to whatever this favor normally is evaluated. So anybody who does for his friend an activity or a benefit, you can't say to him, you did it for me for nothing. Although you see a decision directly to do it. Now, you have to give him his compensation on the shuttle. It's only been doing him a benefit. Just saved him from loss. It's like causing the lion to flee. Is examined in the Sivas. As long as the damage is not definitely imminent. As we saw. Just like that's a where he went down to save and not say. Where he went down to save and the donkey came up on its own. Some say that's only if he didn't make a stipulation. Imo with him, Shasa Miatsu, he did it on his own. See how he did that? Since even though he made an effort and lost, nevertheless came at nevertheless the benefit did not come to his friend through him, and so he didn't have to give him anything. But he stipulated, Reuven stipulated Shimon that he's going to save his donkey, and Shimon's going to pay for Reuven's donkey. Let's see, he went down to save it, and Shimon's donkey came up on its own. There you have to pay the donkey. Based on condition, came since he made the stipulation to him. The Tavis came also he saw that and his intent was to save his donkey, was to save Shimon's donkey. The Torah and this way he went to effort. Chamor told, and the donkey was saved. After it's even though it wasn't saved by his effort, so you have to pay it in its entirety. That's the Marshal Yam Shishlema. There's Lukim is that those who argue on this. You have to pay him for the value of his effort. Since the benefit did not come through him. It's Maram Padva. Evidence for the Maram Padva is from Simon Shinlam. Schar Polim in the compensation workers will be minus to bring workers to his field, the yard Mata Balila, where rain came down at night. You don't need the water anymore, you don't have to pay it. The first opinion does not hold the way. They didn't start doing the work at all. Once he started doing the work, even though in the end benefit came through some other nevertheless they have to pay the full compensation. Those who say like the latter opinion seems to be the case of Choshen Mishpat, or be the cloud of the Psak. But we'll have to see what he says adjacent, but that's not for today.